Fu Hao.
Oracle bone inscriptions tell us about Fu Hao leading armies into successful battle. But the oracle bones also tell us something else. They tell us that Fu Hao gave birth. Fu Hao, it turns out, was a woman and one of the consorts of one of the very powerful Shang kings.
Historians believe this phenomenal woman led 13,000 troops against Qiang tribes to the west. The Shang were so immersed in war, even the lover of a king could lead an army if she had the talent. Fu Hao's cause of death is a mystery. Her demise broke the heart of the king. The fate of Fu Hao's soldiers could take a deadly turn far from enemy lines. Found beside the Anyang chariots were the bodies of Shang troops, sacrificed along with their horses. This was just a hint of a chilling discovery to come. In 1950, 41 bodies were found butchered on the ramps of a royal burial chamber. 24 women on the west side, 17 men on the east. South of the royal tombs, a vast cemetery of sacrificial victims shocked even the most seasoned archaeologist. In mysterious and bloody rites, over 300 people were killed in a single day. A few of their graves remain open to scholars, a monument to institutionalized violence.
我们第一次发现这些人鬼后啊，大家感到非常惊奇。
It came as a big surprise when we first excavated these human remains. We thought the royal burials were meant for royal families only. Nearly 1,200 sacrificial pits were found in this area. The bodies are very well organized. They put them in layer by layer, with a dozen bodies inside.
When Fu Hao died, Shang tradition dictated an elaborate ritual take place at her tomb. A great pit was dug, with ramps and staircases cut from the earth. Her coffin was surrounded by bronze ritual vessels, weapons, and jade treasures.
Shang society really has two faces. On the one hand, we have this creative genius that produced wonderful jades, incredibly sophisticated bronze ritual vessels and weapons, very, very sophisticated society. On the other hand, though, Shang society was a very cruel society in which to live.
Dogs were slaughtered to guard Fu Hao from the evil spirits of the underworld. The March of Death was joined by terrified war prisoners. Then came an extraordinary sight. Faithful servants and trusted bodyguards joined their mistress. The road to the afterlife was paved with the dead. But Shang ritual soon reached beyond religion and reason itself. In 1950, archaeologists located Shang ruins in Zhengzhou, China. Today, a marketplace stands near a grisly reminder of Shang rule. It is here where archaeologist Shang helped solve the mystery of the severed skull caps. The men were probably prisoners of war. Laboratory analysis indicates there could be only one logical reason the edges of their skull caps were so carefully smoothed.
这是我们在商城发现的一种用人的头盖骨做的。
This has a lot to do with the social system of the time. Look at the way they sawed and polished the skulls. The Shang simply killed them and made their skulls into drinking vessels and other utensils.
According to ancient historians, the Shang were heavy drinkers of alcohol brewed from grain. And some of this drinking may have taken place to celebrate military triumphs. Here, the skull caps of fallen enemies were used in a gruesome display of ultimate victory. When the binge was over, the skulls were tossed from the drinking room into a ditch. Excavations at Zhengzhou have led to the theory it was once a capital of Shang, one of many unexplained relocations of central power. Anyang was one of the last Shang cities, Zhengzhou a Middle Period city. But the discovery of the first capital could answer the mystery of how the Shang arose.
So on this map, this is the Shangqiu Gazetteer.
By 1995, the search for Great City Shang continues in Hunan province. The effort resembles a full-blown manhunt.
This is a Japanese aerial photograph from the 1930s. Again, it shows the
Every clue from satellite images to aerial photographs is used to guide the ground survey.
But the red lines show also the extent of the geophysics that were carried out last spring.
对对对，好，一走，一二三走。
The GPR crew continued a long march from one false clue to another.
二三走。
There are times when we've sort of chased shadows. There are times when we've been finding geophysical anomalies that turn out to be root balls of certain trees underground. Again, not at all related to archaeological features.
一二三走。
The team hits another snag.
下。
It's the height of the growing season, and the farmers complain that the hanging antennas are damaging the
一二
wheat.
三起，下。 One of the problems we had in taking the ground penetrating radar through the wheat fields was carrying it through the wheat fields. We wanted to be careful not to damage the wheat. We don't want to get on bad terms with the farmers. But when sliding these down the rows, it kept getting hung up. And we came up with this very high-tech solution of trying to make an aerodynamic design on the ends of the antenna for the radar. So we go to the local shops and get these liter bottles of soda and fix them on the end, and they work beautifully.
While GPR and satellite imaging are the team's high-tech tools, they are only a part of the strategy to find Great City Shang. The big gun on the ground is a truck-mounted coring rig. The Chinese use them to dig for water wells. The archaeologists will use them to reconstruct a vanished landscape. Today, the Shangqiu area is a flat plain of accumulated silt. Underneath the surface lay the contours of harder, ancient soils. Explorations were made throughout the area by driving long sections of hollow pipe through the sediment until they hit hard earth. By coordinating